Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to TTV News with some latest event in the Ninh province. And now we come into details. On the morning 14th of September, the delegation of the Central Party Office, headed by Mr. Ninh, Deputy Chief of the Party Central Office, came to the National Martyrs Cemetery, Hill 82, in Tân Biên District. At the ceremony, Mr. Ninh, Deputy Chief of Office of the Party Central Committee, beat 3 bells to garden the show of martyr heroes. Delegates respectfully offer flowers and intend to commemorate the fallen heroes, sacrificed for the independence and freedom of nation and met noble international duties, and doing international missions, conforming the noble sacrifice of the hero martyrs will everlasting forever with the motherland and the country. At the visit, delegates came to burn incense, grateful to each ray of the heroic martyrs. When working with the Ministry of Culture, Sport and Tourism led by Minister Thiện, on the 6th of September, the People's Committee of TayNinhTV province has proposed to the Ministry of Culture, Sport and Tourism some contents about the session program. Control developed targets in the 2021-2025 period. In particular, the Provincial People Committee proposed the Ministry of Culture, Sport and Tourism to pay attention, support funding for repair and embellishment of the Central Bureau of the Southern Vietnam Pace with about 180 billion Vietnam dong and the National Monument up to High Victory for about 30 billion Vietnam dong. Support TayNinhTV to invest in building a new provincial theater of 1,500 seats with a total investment of about 200 billion Vietnam dong. To build a new provincial museum with a total investment of about 150 billion Vietnam dong. TayNinhTV also asked the ministry to support equipment and facility for training control, sport and learning centers in broader communes, especially equipment for children's entertainment. Concluding the meeting, Minister of Culture, Sport and Tourism Thiện acknowledged the recommendation and proposal of the province and directing the concerned departments and urged to put into the medium and long-term plans of the ministry for coordinated implementation in the coming term. In the first 8 months of 2019, 18 people ready funds in the Ninh province continue to implement the government's restructuring plan associated with handling bad debts in 2016-2020 period, with the total outstanding loans for loan increased by 3.2% compared to the beginning of the year. Currently, the mobilized capital of 18 ready funds is nearly 1,900 billion Vietnam dong, up 3.8% compared to the beginning of the year. Outstanding loans reaching over 2,100 billion Vietnam dong, up 3.2% compared to the beginning of the year. In general, People's Ready Funds have a strict organizational structure. The funds management were strictly implemented, making loans for the right purpose, promoting the efficiency, and the bad debt ratio was below the prescribed level. The State Bank of TayNinhTV province has had a plan to continue directing People's Ready Fund models to at least spend effective credit, focusing on production and business, especially for prioritized fields. At the same time, we're implementing the restructuring plan associated with handling bad debts in the 2016-2020 period, which were approved by the Provincial People Committee, ensuring the right content and schedule. On the morning 13th of September, the delegation led by Mr. Đăng, Deputy Director of the Provincial Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, held a meeting to check the progress of National Target Program to build new rural in Tân Biên District. According to a report of the Steering Committee of the National Target Program of the district, update on the 12th of September 2019, the whole district has 5 communes that have met the new rural standards. They are An Tịnh, An Hòa, Lộc Hưng, Gia Lộc, and Bình Thạnh. The remaining communes met 11 to 15 criteria, following decision number 192 of 22nd of January 2019 of the Provincial People Committee on improving the quality of new rural criteria that have been achieved. So far, the district has 3 communes reaching 10 but 16 criteria and 2 communes met 9 but 16 criteria. In the first 9 months of 2019, new rural construction programs and projects in the district have been enthusiastically responded by the people business, thereby repair and reclaim foundation for 59 roads with a total length over 30 kilometers. But from 10 street line roads, build 6 bridges and 1 garbage, the total budget for implementation is nearly 5.7 billion Vietnam dong, of which people contribute more than 4.8 billion Vietnam dong. Due to the expanding consumer market, the planting area of custard apple around Baden Mountain in Ninh is nearly 2,600 hectares. In the home province, custard apple trees have grown over 5,000 hectares. Compared to the same time last year, the custard apple price increased than 20%. According to the quotation, on the 10th September 2019, custard price in wholesale markets and supermarkets in Ninh from 25,000 Vietnam dong to 40,000 Vietnam dong per kilogram depending on the quality of the fruit. In recent days, due to the amount of custard apple brought to market, the price had decreased. But in general, at this price is still acceptable, because it's still higher than the same time last year. If this price is stable, custard apple achieve high yield in fruit, the garden owner can earn an average profit of over 1 million Vietnam dong per hectare. According to the prediction of many custard apple growers in Thanh Tân and Tân Bình communes of Ninh City, by the time of Lunar New Year 2020, it's likely that the price of custard apple will be higher. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to implement the healthcare for people and students, the Ninh Social Insurance has set a target to strive for 100% of people and students participating in health insurance in the school year 2019-2020. According to the update data sent by the school units to the Social Insurance Agency, which had just started at the beginning of the school year, but the percentage of pupils and students at the school participating in health insurance has reached about 80%. To complete the target, 100% of students participating in health insurance. Right from the beginning of the new school year 2019-2020, the Provincial Social Insurance Authority has actively coordinated with the education and training sector to enhance communication activities, mobilize and raise public awareness, furthermore among parents of students about participating in health insurance for their children. Currently, there are 196,000 people and students in the Ninh province, accounting for 17.45% of the provincial population. This is a very important force. If fully participating in health insurance, will contribute to increase the core rate of health insurance in the province. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for being with us, and goodbye for now.